Hello everyone and welcome to NightGhost49 as we have a bit of channel news for today. I wrote down a bunch of notes. I've been looking over kind of the channel and where it's going. And first and foremost, thank you everybody who's been supporting me recently. Everybody who's been supporting me over this long course of time with the channel and through YouTube mostly and also through Twitch. So I'd like to say thank you to everyone first and foremost. We'll jump into actual channel news first like we always do in case people don't want to know about the other stuff. We'll go into channel news first. I've got my little notebook here. What does that say? Interesting, weird. But we'll jump right into it. The tournament has been going well, and then I learned a few things. Just an FYI for anybody that doesn't know. We're doing the Heroes of the Storm tournament with Studio Rumble. That's going well, like I said. But something that we've learned is Blizzard's been updating the game very, very frequently, and therefore the replays are not actually usable after updates. So we've actually lost about 4 to 6 games, just poof, gone. Because, well, I get the replay submittals, and even if I wait a day, half the time I lose them. So I'm having to jump on those very quickly. And this last week we had a break, so the teams actually didn't have a chance to play. They've just been practicing, but the main tournament is coming up starting next week. I haven't seen the votes coming in yet. They were debating on doing a single or double elimination for each one of the brackets and weeks, so I will get well, we'll see once we get back in this week to see what the actual elimination is going to be for that. So we had a lot of fun with that. It's been a bit of a different area for me and a lot of fun. I've never done live casting, and I've never done casting of games with kind of that quick pace and so on and so forth. If you watch the videos, you'll notice that I don't always get the talents correct, and Muradin and Malfurion for some reason trip me out constantly. But that I don't have as much time to dig into that as much as I would like to know every little talent, every little thing. But it's definitely fun to see these high caliber studios coming together and playing some seriously amazing games. Excuse me. So that's the Heroes of the Storm that's going on right now. The main season, the main tournament will be happening starting this week. And I don't even know what the first map is yet. It hasn't been decided. So I'll get everybody up to date on that. Another note, 7 Days to Die. Let's go over the games, right? 7 Days to Die, I've pretty much relegated that to the streams. And I have not been bringing over all the recordings into YouTube, and there's 2 reasons why. One, I've been having some really weird frame rate issues. And as I'm recording and streaming, normally I don't have any issues. Actually, when I tried doing YouTube, gaming, and Twitch at the same time, it was actually fine. But now for some reason I'm getting some really weird issues where my frames drop down to about 15. And I like them at least 30, if not 60. And when the game's idle, it sits around between 70 and 90 for me. So that's a pretty major issue. Now, there's a couple resolutions to it, but they're not really graceful, right? I just stopped the recording, and then I port over the Twitch VOD, the video on demand, to YouTube. I can't really edit it after that. It's just a straight dump. And the only thing I can do is add a thumbnail to it. I'm not a huge fan of that. I've only ever gotten a couple of requests for things like that, like, hey, Night Ghost, we don't see anything on Twitch, we can't watch that. And I like to respect that, and I try to make sure everybody sees that, but I'm getting a bit of I'm seeing some trends that maybe I'll go over here in a minute. So anyway, the point is I'm getting a lot of good feedback on the live stuff with 7 Days to Die, but not a lot of viewership on YouTube, and that's why I haven't been posting it, just so you guys know. Banished is going very, very well with the Colonial Charter mod with the New Frontier. That series has been a lot of fun for me, and also very challenging, right? Like it's been an interesting mix of figuring out what mods work, what mods don't work. I've kept it pretty light in that regard, but all the new industries and balancing things out has been very challenging. And the support that everybody's been showing with the liking of the videos, favoriting, and also just the viewership in general has been really, really encouraging, and I appreciate that. So we're going to continue that series through different updates, and I'm trying to get into more of the military aspect of things, and it's really complicated. At least what I'm seeing is pretty complicated, so there's a lot to do. Also weird, I picked Skyrim back up with the Vengeful Falmer. And I'm having a lot of fun with that, actually. I've got a couple videos that are going to be going live this week, and I'll have even more. I'm trying to make some more time for that. I'd like to start up Jake the Tech Shot again, because that was one of my favorite ones. And I do miss Lorna the Vampire. I missed that one because it was one of my only female characters in Skyrim that I really enjoyed playing. And I kept her pretty legit. At least I tried to. She was really strong. And I think some people resonated with that. So let me know. I mean, I could try to... I'm trying to pick and choose what things I can and can't dedicate time to. Fallout has fallen off for me. I was doing Terry, that crazy, fun female character in Fallout, but the viewership was just abysmal. And people weren't really resonating with it. Some people liked it on the live stream, but they liked it because they wanted to give me tips and tricks and different things to explore, which is fine in that setting. But as we've come to see, even with Skyrim, that if you want the real experience of telling a story, you kind of need to just record it or ignore your audience. And I feel like ignoring people in Twitch in a live feed situation kind of defeats the purpose. I enjoy being on Twitch because of the community. So I've kind of stopped that for the moment, but it's actually a series I really want to pick up. And I've got a bit of a twist and a storyline that I want to tell before Fallout 4 comes out. And I think I'm almost 99% sure that we're going to get to that, like fingers crossed. But yeah, that's why that series just stopped. I stopped posting the streams. I literally had like 10 more videos. And I just stopped because no one cared. And actually subscriptions started jumping down. They started dropping every time I posted one of those because people didn't care for it. It wasn't good content. It was very disjointed where I would sit and I'd play and then I'd look over and check the chat and da-da-da-da-da. And I think part of that as well, it's a bit of an issue with 7 Days to Die, which begs the question, should I do that offline as well? I don't know. And we can talk about that in the comments for sure. So I would like to start another series in Fallout. I'm 99% sure I will. So let me know what you think about that as well. And then also another series that I'd like to start is RimWorld. RimWorld recently had an update. I believe it was Alpha 11. And they've got animal taming. They have new zones, more control, and different items that you can use in that game. And I've never done a true series on my channel, but I think it really falls in line with some similar stuff that's for Banished. It's kind of a resource management, people management, city building-esque game, but with a lot of fun. And I think I was going to do a vanilla play of that as a developer intended, and then maybe going into the other mods. They've got like a zombie apocalypse mod and a ship crashing mod. And there's a UI mod that will really help out, but they've updated the UI, so I haven't even messed with any of those yet. I think I want to do a vanilla play of that. And I probably won't post that a ton because I don't have a lot of time to do that. But RimWorld is definitely a fantastic game, made by an indie developer. And I like to really support the indie scene for those games that really have some very rich, thought-out gameplay and things like that. Hopefully you guys like the background. Green screen. I didn't really know what to do, and I think this works for now. But I might come up with something a little bit better later. A couple other things. I'll go into the other bit. I've got my list here. I swear, if I don't have a list, I'm not going to remember any of it. But viewer counts, I won't chime on this forever because some people already know about this. But long story short, I have to watch viewer counts because if I post a video and it doesn't do well, and let's say I post a Fallout video, and my Skyrim viewers they don't care at all, or my Banished viewers, they don't care at all. They don't click on that content. YouTube aggregates that information. It uses its algorithm and says, your subscribers don't like 1/3 of your content. We're not going to serve up the rest of your content because viewership is going down, engagement's going down. So on series that we're just doing nothing, that's why I'm killing them, because it's hurting the relevance and it's hurting the algorithm that YouTube uses to serve up content. So literally, and I've seen it on my own subscriptions that I have, like MF Pallytime. Really enjoys stuff. Really enjoys his Heroes of the Storm. I like his Free Time Diablo series. He started doing a Fallout series that I was a little... I wasn't too excited about, to be honest. So I didn't even mess with it for a while. I'm starting to like it more and more. I like his kind of laid-back way of playing. But because of that, I literally would not see new content of Heroes of the Storm or Diablo. And so he would post a couple videos on Fallout, and then he would mix in these others, and my subscriptions wouldn't show that. It wouldn't show anything. And so I wasn't seeing the content that even I as a viewer wanted to see. And so and he made a video actually going, by the way, this is the way it's working, and it's kind of crappy. And that's the problem that I've always had. I'm a little too variety. So, and I've given some thought to breaking my channel into strategy and role play and a couple other things. That way people can kind of get what they want. But that's for later down the road when this is a more full-time thing. So anyway, that's my thought and reasoning behind kind of killing a few series. That's why I haven't brought back Minecraft right now. One, I don't have time. Two, I can't decide which mod series I want to do there. And three, I don't want to segregate the viewership and then just kill the subscriber base, and then people don't even come to see my stuff, and they're like, Nikos, what the heck are you doing on Twitter? And I'm like, dude, it's there, check it out. And then they're like, oh, that's weird, I never saw it. Well, it's YouTube's algorithm. Anyway, enough of that. Just so you know, that's kind of the thought process there. And then I have been, now we're kind of done with the channel news. I'm not gonna, and just so you know, I'm not committing to a schedule right now as hard as I was before. And the reason that is work, my real life job has shifted quite significantly. I'm still working where I was. I'm taking on a new position and a new role. But in this interim time of like 4 to 6 weeks, I'm literally doing 2 jobs. And it's really hard. The last 2 weeks, I've probably got 4 or 5 hours of sleep every night. I come home and I work. I come home and like see the kids for maybe, and then I see my wife, and then I eat. And I eat like 8 or 9 o'clock at night maybe. And then I work until midnight to 2 o'clock in the morning. And that's really draining. Sometimes I'll take a break and do a Banish video. That's it. Like, it's been very, very challenging and difficult. I've tried to let my weekends be my weekends, but that's been very difficult as well. So just so you know, the content has dropped for a couple reasons. One, I don't want to show series that aren't doing well, but two, I'm literally working 60 plus hours a week right now, and I usually put 20 plus hours a week into my videos and stuff like that, and I just can't do it at the moment and keep everything happy and good. So for the next probably 2, maybe 3 weeks, we're still going to see a similar trend there. So I'm trying to focus really hard and stay really, really focused on a couple videos and series, just so you know. So I don't want you to think Nikos is getting disinterested. Actually, I'm becoming even more interested because our viewership on Twitch, Twitch is almost to 500 followers. YouTube just hit 700. I have been waiting for that day forever. I'm waiting for 1,000. I don't even know what we're going to do at 1,000. I want to do something fun for that. But just so you know, that's what's going on. And my normal schedule is I wake up 6:30 or 7, which is kind of late compared to what I used to. I used to wake up at 5:30 for my other job, and now I don't. I wake up at 6:30 or 7. If my wife had it her way, I'd wake up at 6 and help even more with the kids. But and then I go to work, and I'll get back until about 7. And then I just work. So I'm going back into my college days of waking up at 5:30, going to work, not getting back from work until 5:30 or 6, and then saying hello, blah, 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 and then staying up till 1 or 2 in the morning doing homework and waking up at 5 o'clock again. And it's really stressful, and it makes me a little sick. Like physically, I get really drained. So anyway, I'll quit beating on that, just so you know that's what's going on. And then the other bit is trying to sell my house. A lot of you already know that. And we actually have an offer that's open on our house, which is very stressful. And then we tried to make a couple bids on some other homes, and those fell through. So I'm balancing all that. I'm balancing, like, we're going to move, and I got to deal with that. I got a job shift, and it's really stressful, and I'm dealing with that and working more hours. And I want to keep up on the channel. So just so you know, I'm balancing a lot of those things. Nikos is very, very stressed right now. This, though, makes me happy, but I haven't been as diligent with the comments. I haven't been able to do as much on Twitter. I've seen a lot of growth there and a lot of interaction there, and also on YouTube. And I don't want that to die, and that's why I haven't just been like, I'm going to take a 2-month hiatus, see ya. Like, I don't think that's fair, and I don't think that's good for what we have going on here. So anyway, that's what's going on. That's the channel news. I'd like to start a couple new series, and I'd like to keep going with stuff like Banish because people are really interested in that. And Skyrim, people are getting back interested into that again. I think that's going to wane a little bit, right? Like people aren't going to be as interested because Fallout's coming out. But that's why I want to get my Fallout series going again, because I want to dig into the lore even more. I want to get into the controls even more and kind of get our channel in that mindset of Fallout's coming out, post-apocalyptic world. By the way, my plan with that is the first playthrough will be vanilla. Pretty straight-laced character for the most part. Some people think that's boring, but, you know, I like to go a little gray area here and there. I don't usually do, like, evil characters unless it's something goofy. And then after I do a solid vanilla Let's Play, unless the mods go crazy before that, I'm going to do that Let's Play, and then we'll do a new character, and he's just going to be straight up gray area. We're going to give him some really weird quirks, or her, and we're just going to do some fun, crazy crap with it, right? And I'm going to have just weird mods, and I'll switch them up and test new things, and I won't do the test necessarily on here, which I don't know. Some people have told me, Night Ghost, you know a good amount about the mods. Why don't you do mod reviews? It's a thought. I haven't really dug into that because I've been too busy and stressed out. But for Fallout 4, I might. I don't know. I'm a huge fan of Gopher. I'm a huge fan of a lot of the like Hoth Trooper and stuff like that for Skyrim and for Fallout. So maybe. I really don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to do this video tonight. It's 11:30 at night. I gotta go finish folding laundry and doing real life things, and then hopefully I actually might do a little bit of recording tonight real quick, and finish up a couple things for work. So thanks everybody for all the support. It's been super helpful, and I really mean that. It's been helpful. Like I'll go to work and I'll check my videos. And I'm like, well, it went live at 6 o'clock and it's 1:30 in the afternoon. I'm actually eating lunch now, and I'll click on there and look at the videos. Like how many people are engaging on this? How many people are like making comments? And like I'm like, yes, like I've got like 70 views already. And for me, that's a lot. For me, that's a ton. And that makes me super happy. And then people on Twitch have obviously just been phenomenal and really supportive. I am doing a 500 follower giveaway on Twitch. We're giving away a copy of Ark, which is another series that I kind of thought about doing, but it's a huge time sink. Anyway, I'm rambling, and I'm just going to stop. Regardless, we just hit 700 subscribers. That's fantastic. It's a huge milestone for me. We're at over 110,000 views on YouTube. Just, I cannot believe that. It's just mind-boggling. So thank you, everyone who have contributed to that. It's you guys that really make that happen. I just put out the content. I just make something goofy, and you guys tell me how to do it right, or that you're having fun. So I really appreciate that. So leave what you want in the comments. Let me know if you hate it, if you love it. Let me know what you think about the different questions that I asked. I've kind of just rambled on, but anyway, thanks everybody for joining. It's been a fun road. It really has, and it's stressful, but it's only gonna be stressful for a little bit, and I'll dig in even more. And we're gonna let the channel grow even more and let the community grow even more. So thanks everybody, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.